Welcome to I Said No Gifts. I'm Bridger Winegar. We're here in the studio. Very early recording. I think maybe the earliest recording of this podcast ever. 10:30. Well, it's 10:43, but that's 17 minutes before our usual early type of recording. So I'm in a mood. I'm in a real mood. What's going on? Let's see. Last night I saw the new Frankenstein movie. And as you might assume, the monster does go down a water slide. You get to see the Frankenstein's monster go down a water slide. I think we need to land on a name for Frankenstein's monster. I don't know. There's enough. It's enough with all the confusion. What else? I guess we're kind of in the holidays now, so I hope you're enjoying yourself if you're the sort of person who enjoys themselves. What else? Speaking of big events, I spent a good deal of the weekend dry heaving. Unfortunately, our poor little Bonnie got sick, and I assume a lot of people, there's a chance you may be eating right now, but there's only a few things a sick dog can do, and she went all out at 3 a.m. The level of dry heaving I was doing was Olympic level. I dry heaved myself into another century, but that's all in the past, and hopefully we'll leave it in the past. And I think let's see, document-wise, do I have any business? Let's see. No, we have the Patreon. Just a reminder that there's the Patreon, which you go to patreon.com/ISaidNoGifts. It's an ocean of content over there. I've become a real producer of content. Bonus episodes of the show, episodes of me recapping a variety of reality television, Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. I do a little, I glance at Dancing with the Stars in order to keep up with Whitney Levitt, but by the time this comes out, that's probably over. And I just have to say, Whitney Levitt, love her or hate her, what a dancer. The woman can move. She's a star. They need to just put her on that show. I had never seen the show before, but I assume she's the best dancer they've ever had. But go to patreon.com/ISaidNoGifts. Today we just released the episode with my mom. Speaking of stars, Debbie Winegar can move as a podcast guest. She's really got it. Okay, I think we've covered all of the business. Sleep deprivation and coffee and 10:30 record puts me in a new place, but I think we should get into it. I love today's guest. She's just fantastic. It's Amy Silverberg. Amy, welcome to I Said No Gifts.
Thank you for having me. I'm so sorry about the heaving.
Oh, when was the last time you were dry heaving?
Well, I had bad chicken.
Oh, no.
On a barbecue chicken pizza.
Oh.
I was heaving. all right.
Wow, that's kind of a hard, for them to get the raw chicken on the pizza.
What was tough, too, was a pizza party. Oh. And I was the only one to have ventured into that particular pizza. So I was texting everybody the next day. It was like a girl's birthday. It was like all-girl pizza party.
Right.
And I was like, is anyone driving? No, I didn't say driving. I was like, is anyone losing it? And everyone was like, no. Like, what? Which? And then I thought to myself, I'm the only one who experimented with the barbecue chicken pizza.
Chicken on a barbecue chicken pizza should be cooked before the pizza, then with the pizza.
And I don't know, maybe it had sat out for too long. Who can say?
Oh, in the danger zone.
But I haven't had barbecue chicken pizza since, and I might never again.
Before that experience, how did you feel about barbecue chicken pizza?
Take it or leave it.
Take it or leave it. That's an interesting.
Yeah, it's really kind of weird that I went for it that day.
Because I feel like people are either they absolutely hate or love a barbecue chicken pizza. It's very divisive.
One other thing I didn't lead with is it was my pizza party.
Oh, you said it was, didn't you just say it was a girl's party?
I don't know why I didn't say it was my pizza party for my birthday with all girls,
Wow. So you ordered the
I said a girl's and the girl was me. I don't know why I just separate myself. I thought
maybe that was the day you became a woman.
That was the day I became a woman.
So you left that girl behind.
It was my bat mitzvah. Yeah.
So you ordered that pizza for the party.
A friend did it.
Oh, a friend.
Like ordered all the different pizzas.
Right,
I think that's why I sort of tried to separate myself. It wasn't my pizza ordering. I don't want anybody in the audience who wants to invite me to a pizza party. I want them to know they can trust me.
You're not going to give it away.
No, I'm not going to do anything weird.
Can you say where the pizza came from? We can beep it out.
I don't know.
Wow.
I know Culver City.
Culver
a friend
City,
ordered it, and she said it was a good pizza place. It was also expensive.
Oh, boy. Wow. I'd like to put that place on.
I'm putting all of Culver City on notice.
Yeah.
The whole city.
Until we narrow it down to this pizza parlor, the whole city
should beware.
Poison central.
Don't eat barbecue chicken. Pizza.
Well, that's a long way to travel a pizza from Culver City to wherever you...
We did it in Culver City.
Oh, you did it? What is happening at this?
Were you kidnapped? A friend lives in Culver City. I don't have a big enough apartment. Okay. She was like, let's have the pizza party in Culver City. Okay. I feel that already I've established myself as an unreal narrator. And the whole crowd is like, what's...
What can we trust from this one?
10:30 is early to get to Burbank.
It's 10:30 is a hard time to have a conversation, let's be honest.
Everybody at home is like, fuck you guys. I'm up at work at 8 a.m.
Well, even if I'm up at 6 a.m., from 6 until 11 a.m., I'm not someone that should be approached.
What are you doing between 6 and 8 a.m.? Disassociating?
Regretting my life, thinking, oh, I can't believe I woke up at all. Bickering with my boyfriend or telling him to be quiet.
Are you a person who tries to stay off their phone in the morning?
A little bit. This is my morning. I wake up, turn off the alarm, and now turn off the white noise, or the dark noise, I think is what it is.
Dark noise, and because you're a demon.
I'm a demon.
So you're listening to dark noise.
I turn that off, get my phone, get my coffee and protein bar, and go into the backyard and read.
Okay.
Once I'm done with my coffee, I go in and get my phone.
Okay.
And then go back out and then just start ruining my day.
Okay. Because that's a healthy way to start the day, I feel.
But
it doesn't prevent you from...
So
it doesn't prevent you from coming in and ruining things.
Right. If the phone is next to my book, I'm just not reading the book.
You gotta leave. Page. I got one of those apps that makes it hard to get on social media.
What is this?
It's called Screen Zen.
Okay.
Is the one that I'm using, and you're only allowed 3 times on, 10 minutes at a time.
Okay.
And then you have to wait a full minute for it to let you on. But I'm like, fuck, this is annoying when I have to wait that minute.
Of course.
Yeah, but it has prevented me from mindlessly sort of scrolling, because if I go to mindlessly scroll and then I see that I have to wait a full minute, I'm like, fuck this.
Right. It just snaps you out of it.
Yeah.
But there's no workaround? I feel like I would get around the workaround.
I'm so bad at technology that if there is, I don't know. So
for a computer whiz like myself.
I mean, I should be named Debbie or Nancy. Nancy's my mom's name. Linda, Kathy. I'm I have a boomer level of technology.
Yeah, I feel like any of those things, it has to physically be locked away from me, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
How much longer do you think we're all going to be trapped in? At some point, there has to be a breaking point when we start leaving at least Instagram for another new thing.
I'm teaching this semester, so I'm with Gen Z.
And how are they doing?
And they are unwell. But they're kind of funny, but yeah, they do. You know how people talk about the Gen Z stare and stuff?
Yeah, sure.
They do have kind of zombie eyes that I think is from staring at their screen.
Right.
But I also think everybody's been worried about the youth since the beginning of time. So I think they're chilling. They make me laugh. They talk about their ex-boyfriends FaceTiming them.
Right.
In creative writing, we spend 45 minutes out of the hour talking about people's ex-boyfriends FaceTiming them. That's what creative writing's all about.
That's the beginning of a story.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but otherwise, they seem pretty normal.
Yeah, they're shy. They seem really shy, at least the students in my class. But once they start talking, then they seem to have a little bit more they're no class clowns that are constantly kind of chatting. I'm begging them to talk, I'm telling them I'll injure myself in front of them if they don't speak.
I feel like shy is a good place to start.
I don't mind it. Yeah.
Shy teen.
Better than the opposite.
Oh, yeah. An annoying teen. Forget it.
Come on. 19, 20, 21. They're in college. They're shy.
And it feels like Gen Z is now getting to, Gen Alpha's now in charge.
I can't tell the distinction.
How old is the oldest Gen Alpha at this point? Is that
I'm turning to the booth.
Analise, how old is 15? 18? Where are we with Gen Alpha at this point?
They're born between 2010 and 2024. So 15 years old.
So 15 years old.
Damn.
So they're
they're not, they're still in They haven't gotten to me yet.
Right. They're not driving.
No.
They're not voting.
Yeah.
But the advertisers are starting to turn the gaze towards Gen Alpha, and the rest of us are just continually losing power and sliding towards death. Wow. I was going to ask you how you start your mornings.
Oh, I try to do the thing where I stay off my phone, and I also try to read. I got to get a coffee like the moment, I'm like crawling out of I can't do anything without. I'm so addicted to caffeine.
Right.
I get a migraine if I don't have coffee.
Coffee, are you doing a whole pot in the morning?
I open a can of cold brew.
Oh, a can?
That I get from bulk from Costco.
Okay, what brand is
huge,
this?
I got to show you it.
Okay.
I think I have early onset dementia. I can't pull it from my brain. I can't pull anything from my brain.
It's so scary when someone asks me to remember something.
This is something I look at every day and order, but it's one of those, it was the highest milligrams of caffeine I could find.
That
was my only choice, like 325.
That's a good one.
Yeah. And I drink it and I feel that I feel the same, but I at least I'm not getting like a splitting headache.
Right.
And then as I drink it, I try to read a book.
Okay. I think that's nice. I think I make my own cold brew, but the idea of just being able to open a can.
You make your own cold brew.
Yeah.
That's like trad husband of you.
I am trad husband.
You make I don't even know what that entails, or is that just like pouring concentrate into
you get this thing called a cold brew toddy, which is a plastic-like thing, and then you put the coffee grounds and then water, then coffee grounds and water, and then you let it sit for 24 hours.
This is all very sexy.
It's
I feel to hear that you're
sexy.
making. And do you make it for your husband?
Boyfriend, yes. Yes, I make the whole
I saw your ring and I can't remember which ring goes on it.
That's a good, I forget all the time.
So I was like, I'm going to go for it and say husband.
Wife.
I'm going to take a
Wife, excuse me.
Yes.
You make the concentrate, and then it sits in the fridge, and then you make it in the morning. But I make it for both of us because...
See, now that... And he can't complain ever about anything
this guy complains nonstop.
You're making him cold brew.
The amount of complaints, it's ridiculous.
No.
It's too much.
No. That's like, if I buy my boyfriend dinner, I'm like, then for the next 2 weeks, I'm like, remember when I got you dinner? It's so annoying. I'm like, shut up.
We do the same thing.
And I'm getting him like 2 for $1 at El Pollo Loco. And I'm like, remember that El Pollo Loco, how good it was?
When you two usually go out to dinner, do you just split?
No, he always pays for me.
He always pays.
That's why it's so crazy for me to be like, remember? I think it's me being like, the one time, but we have really different schedules because he works a normal job and I'm, a kooky.
Right.
Working 10 various jobs. So I'm often bringing over like Taco Bell at like 10:30 to eat.
That's very nice.
And we don't live
That's
together because I have some kooky beliefs.
Like what?
Like religious? No. My kooky beliefs are that I need a lot of privacy.
You haven't kissed yet.
Yeah. No, I've never lived with anyone, and I have a great apartment that I love.
Right.
But I don't want to tell you how long we've been dating because then it seems really creepy that we don't live together.
I don't think that's creepy at all. I think that's very healthy.
We get along great.
Right.
And he keeps moving closer to me. So I'm hoping that eventually he'll just live next door to me.
He's slowly creeping up on
Yes,
you.
he's creeping up on me because I won't leave my apartment,
No, I think that's totally fine, especially I think in a big city where it's just like hard to find a good apartment.
And I'm like, we don't fight.
Of course, how could you possibly? Your time is more valuable when you're together.
Yes, and I feel like a lot of the things that people fight about are like someone breathing.
Of course, hearing the other person chew.
Or they don't clean. And I'm just like, listen, am I in therapy? Yeah, shout out to Dr. Barbara. She's
Dr. Barbara, reach out.
Yeah, she calls in. She's like, I'd like to talk more about how Amy has issues. Listen, I grew up in a house where like my dad was talking to me through the bathroom door.
Oh,
like
wow.
not a lot of privacy.
That's too much. You can't talk to someone when they're on the toilet.
Larry's calling me 10 times a day. He's on the toilet. He's calling me. So his name's Larry. So I'm just like, I gotta live alone.
No, I totally understand that. We sleep in separate beds almost every night of the week.
See, that sounds good to me.
Oh, it's lovely.
And then sorry to bring this up on the pod. Whose bed do you have sex in?
Oh, that's a great question. I'm not answering.
Okay, and that's fair enough. I thought I'd take a stab,
I refuse to answer.
Sometimes I gotta take a big swing, and if it's a strikeout, I don't mind. That's part of doing stand-up comedy. Sometimes you get on stage and you whiff,
Well, you didn't whiff. You just didn't get an answer.
I didn't get an
You
answer.
simply
Yeah,
won't get
that's
an
like my crowd
answer.
work. I'm like, so what bed do you guys fuck in? I hate when comedians ask people in the crowd like vulgar questions.
What I was going to say about calling is, do you ever get this when you call somebody on speaker and they ask, am I on speaker? Do people get really sensitive about being on speakerphone?
Yeah, like what they're really asking is, can someone else hear me?
I feel like I get a lot of the time. It's just like, why aren't you using your like some of your strength to hold the phone?
See, and
against
I
your
think
ear?
that's weird. It's like, what do they care?
Yeah,
you know,
I'm doing you a big favor just by even talking to you.
I always assumed is someone else in the room and can hear me. You know,
Right. Well, then that person's paranoid.
Yeah.
And I will let somebody know if there's somebody else in the room.
Oh, I
or
would
in the
hope.
car.
I would hope I'm not just going to blurt out, you know,
Right.
something private like I
Right.
blurred out on this podcast.
Are you a big phone person?
Yeah, I'm a big talk to my girlfriends every time I get in I drive a lot.
Okay.
As many LA people do.
Sure.
But I got a lot of jobs on every side of the city.
Right.
That I'm crossing. I'm in the car for 4 hours a day. And so every time I get in the car, I call a friend and I listen to her problems.
And do you just do you schedule the call or you
No.
just randomly call?
I just randomly call, and I got a lot of girlfriends with problems. You know? If you're a girl in your 20s, 30s in LA, and I'm somebody who doesn't mind hearing them, I find people's problems to be, and they're always problems with, as many girls' problems are, women's, they're problems with no solution.
So you're just kind of just listening. You're not offering solutions.
Well, I mean, the solution is like, we have to get you to see yourself as lovable.
And I also think people don't want to hear solutions.
No, and what sort of solution is you need to see yourself as lovable? Like,
Yeah,
they know
exactly.
that,
Right.
But what, you know.
So when it becomes advice, people tune
No.
that out. They just want to vent,
Sometimes the
basically.
solution is like, you gotta get a job, but like they're already
And no one wants to hear that either.
No, or they're already trying to get a job.
Yeah, of course they're trying to get a job.
So that's not helpful.
That's everyone in this city. at this
Right,
point.
exactly. Or like they're sad about a breakup, and what are you going to say to that?
Right.
You're just like, yeah, I'm sad too that you had that happen.
And you have to be careful about talking about a breakup, because if you insult the ex too much, then they
Sure.
get back together. That becomes, you can't
Sure.
be fully honest. There was a minute when I was doing surprise phone calls, and I've kind of shied away from that. I think I need to get back into that.
Why did you start shying away?
I don't know. I think that during the pandemic, it became a thing that felt good to just give somebody a random phone call. And then we all got kind of back into our lives as much as we
Yeah.
possibly could. And now it feels a little bit like, am I scaring people again?
And I was doing a lot of surprise FaceTime.
Oh, see, now that's
during
just
the
deeply
pandemic,
unfair.
which I think, that I've stopped. Now I'm only doing surprise phone calls.
Yeah, I would text before, and I don't really care to see a friend's face.
Yeah.
I
No,
don't
I
need to
hear that.
FaceTime a friend. I will, maybe I should start randomly calling people again.
I get into habits with certain people where I'm talking to them constantly. And then one of my best friends lives in Australia,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't call her because I feel like when I call her, we need a lot of time to catch up.
Right.
The people I'm calling are people who I really know what's going on in their lives minute to minute.
Right,
Too
right.
much, I know, you know?
I was just wondering about this, like, what's the longest amount of time you haven't spoken to somebody, like
To a good friend?
to a good friend that you feel like you can still give them a phone call? Let's say you haven't spoken to somebody in 2 years. Do you need to text first?
2 years. That's tough. I don't think I've ever gone.
Would it
2
be alarming
years.
to get a phone call from somebody you haven't heard from in 2 years?
I feel like it's either like a person from like high school that is coming out of the blue, you know?
Right.
Or a person. Yeah, it would be alarming to me. Would it be alarming to you?
I'm trying to decide. I mean, like, let's say that you're kind of in contact through social media, so you're aware of each other's lives.
Okay, that's different. Yeah, you know, I'm an optimist, and I always think someone is calling to give me something.
How often does that happen?
Well, even if it's just like we need you to do a Q&A for $200.
Right.
I don't know. That's what I'm like a person who answers unknown numbers thinking that it's going to be someone like, hey, we read a short story of yours. We want to turn it into a movie.
I used to have that. That's been ground down for me.
Oh,
That
be.
feeling has been totally filed down.
Or it's just like my dad finding new numbers to call me from, like for some reason.
I now just think it's either scam or medical call.
Yeah.
Urgent
A
care
lot of
calling.
medical calls. I'm getting a lot of. I thought I have health insurance from a certain company.
Okay.
And I keep getting phone calls being like, this is your health insurance, but it's a different company. I never know if it's a scam
you
or
gotta
not.
be very careful.
I probably
about
don't have
that.
health insurance now. I'm probably like accidentally.
You have to. I think what do they say? If you think that if it seems like they're calling, you don't answer. Then you call them from a different phone number.
I thought you were going to say
Google
if it seems too good to be true.
If it seems too good, I know something about if it seems too good to be true.
If someone's calling me being like, hi, yeah, it's Steven Spielberg. Can you come over? Like, we read a short story of yours in the Indiana Review. And we need to have you, we want to make it into a movie. All my short stories are like a girl walks into a bar and has a conversation.
I'd like health insurance to call with an offer that's too good to be
Yeah, that's too good. And hi, we have a kidney in case you ever need one.
We're just going to keep it on ice.
We're going to put it on ice.
Let us know.
If you ever need one, it's waiting for you.
Well, look, speaking of disappointment and things that were too good to be true, I think that having you on the podcast may have been too good to be true because I was looking forward to having you here.
Is something bad going to happen to me?
Something bad has happened to me, Amy.
Okay.
I was excited to have you here. I thought Amy will come by. We'll have a nice time. We'll just chat, see what's up with each other's lives, and then move on with our days. The podcast is called I Said No Gifts. So my day was immediately ruined, and it's, as I said, it's very early, so now I have to live through the rest of my day in a mood because you showed up holding a gift.
I'm sorry.
Doesn't seem like you are.
I just wanted to bring you a gift badly.
Okay, well, should we open it here on the podcast?
I mean, I'm embarrassed for people to see, but I guess if I have no other choice.
Well, as long as you're embarrassed.
I know you like to embarrass me.
Of course. Well, let's open it here.
I can't find it.
You've totally lost the gift. It's in this beautiful brown bag.
This is yes.
I'm going to reach in here. Okay. Oh, it's an interesting feeling. Let's pull this up.
I'm pulling something else.
Oh, okay. I'm just making sure there's nothing else in here because it's a dense bag.
Sorry.
By the way. Wow. Okay. Oh, this is whoa. Oh, wait, this is a Van Gogh printed on it. Where did you get this?
Okay, this is my dad's paint by number. My dad has become a painter, and every painting he does is worse than the last. This one's actually one of his better ones.
This one's pretty good.
Yeah, and I talked to, I what I really wanted to find, which I wasn't able to get, was he did a portrait of me.
Oh, let's see this.
Can you show the camera that?
I don't know if we'll put this on Instagram if it's not great.
It says daughter
camera.
Amy. You can flip through. He's got some other really kind of awful paintings.
Well, who's this?
That's my mom at her birthday. That's pretty.
I love this waiter in the background.
Did a waiter in the background. This is when he was still doing paint by numbers. My dad, Larry Silverberg, who read the caption on that one.
It says lots to criticize about this watercolor of a girl swimmer assignment, especially the mouth. He's just getting ahead of the viewer.
lots to criticize. When I read that caption on a painting, lots to criticize, I thought this makes me understand myself and what
Is this an original?
Yeah, yeah. So now he's no longer doing paint by numbers, but okay, that's my brother's
corgi,
dog.
Winston. I think he's a good painter.
Don't lie.
Koi. Some koi with masking fluid, which I failed.
So hard on himself.
He's really hard. Well, of course,
yeah.
like his daughter is here criticizing him on a podcast.
No, and I hope he doesn't see this. He doesn't have Instagram. I thought maybe you could do something with that paint by number. Do you have any interest in art or Van Gogh?
I do. I'm a doodler. My mom's a great painter.
Oh, really?
A really good.
Send her that and let her give it a critique.
I feel like if I didn't know this was paint by numbers, I would just think it was a print that you ordered online.
Okay, so you like it.
I like. Well, I think that's is a strong word.
Will you put it up somewhere?
I'll put it up here in the studio.
Okay, wow.
We'll find a space for it. It'll probably go on that top shelf, so it'll be out of the camera view.
Yeah, sure.
And all.
My dad will feel honored that he has a painting.
Well, I'm not going to pay for a frame.
No, please.
This could probably dangle somewhere, or
let it dangle.
Yeah, we'll let it dangle from a shelf.
Honestly, you could put it on the ground as a mat.
A doormat?
As a doormat, yeah.
What's your problem with this thing?
No, I just think actually that it's really beautiful to start a hobby late in life.
Yes. Oh, so he started this how long ago?
He's about to turn 80.
Wow.
So he started it recently, and it's all he does every day is paint.
Wow.
And then he calls me to tell me kind of about the paintings.
That's
I want you to know I also have a lot. He's got a lot of paintings to give away.
Right.
So he won't miss this. He's not.
Does he mail these to you, or do you get them when you go home?
No, when I go home, he's also trying to get me to give them away to friends. He's like, please give people my paintings,
So when he gives you this one, for example, what was your reaction?
I said Van Gogh, and he said, yeah, I fucked it up. Immediately he was criticizing it.
Is he proud of any of his paintings?
One or two, but then he'll look at, which I also relate to, as a writer, a comedian. The next day he'll look at it again and decide he doesn't like it.
Right.
And who among us is
which ones was he kind of proud of?
He likes the one that he did of my mom. I showed you that one.
Oh, okay. That's a nice one.
Which is, yeah.
He captured the waiter who seems kind of frustrated.
I think he captures an essence in it, even if he captures sort of nothing else,
Does he have any goals? Does he want to be shown in a gallery? No.
He just wants to have fun.
And did this come out of nowhere? He was like, well, I got to do something with my time?
Yeah. Okay. And I think he wanted like an artistic outlet. It honestly reminded me that I don't really have a single hobby. Oh, I have one hobby. I actually almost brought you poker chips. I play poker.
Oh, that's a good hobby.
Yeah, it is a good hobby. But like I think if you're in the arts as a job.
Right. It kind of ruins your hobbies.
Yeah, then you have no sort of artistic hobby. But poker,
right.
And it's unhealthy.
How long have you been playing poker?
Probably like 3 or 4 years now.
And did you teach yourself or?
Christine Medrano, I bet a friend of the pod.
Former guest of the pod.
Okay, shout out to Christine Medrano. She was sort of my mentor. She's
an excellent poker player.
Yes, and so we go to the casino together. We don't even play. I play home games, but where we really shine is at the casino.
What casino do you go to?
You name it, I've been there. Commerce, the Bike, Hollywood Park. If you look in my wallet, I'm like trying to take out a credit card. I have casino cards like flying out.
You've been to the Morongo?
Oh, that I haven't been to.
You haven't been to the Morongo?
I haven't been to the Morongo.
Wow, that's shocking.
I'm meeting a lot of weird old men at the casino, and they are close friends of mine.
How much?
It's so embarrassing how many people I recognize when I go in. Every Filipino older man is my best friend.
That's great. What a community.
It's a community.
Have you won big before?
Yes, I've won big and I've lost big.
How much have you won?
Like 700.
That seems okay. I'm not going to say that's big.
No.
I mean, that would be big for me.
I play like low stakes, and I'm very, we call it nitty.
What's
I'm a
nitty?
Nitty meaning I'm like a conservative player.
Oh,
so I'm not going in. I'm not trying to gamble.
Well, you're healthy. You're not a gambling addict.
Yes, I'm not trying to gamble. I'm trying to play sort of strategically.
Right. What's the most you've lost?
In one sitting.
Yeah.
Like 600.
See, that would be,
Oh, and I feel terrible about myself after. But it goes up and down. So, like, overall, I'm pretty even.
Right.
That's why it is like a stupid hobby. That's
Right.
just sort of like stress relief. And
if I lost $600, I would have to get a second job.
I mean, when I lose $600, it's always because I'm like really stressed out. And it's like healthy. Like, I go to play poker as a stress reliever.
Oh,
so like my boyfriend would take a long walk and I'm like going all in on pocket twos. It's like not a good.
Do you think you'll ever try competitive poker?
You mean like a tournament?
Yeah.
Yeah, you need a lot of time for a tournament. I like cash games because you can just go, and cash games are still competitive. You're playing against the table.
Right. But
cash games just mean you go in and out.
A tournament, you have to and can anybody show up to a tournament?
Yeah, I'd like to bring you.
I am the last person who will. The idea of even playing one game of poker is horrifying.
I mean, I love it so much. I am smiling maniacally the entire time. I'm smiling even when I'm losing money. I'm smiling.
That probably works in your favor.
I think so. Yeah.
Because no one can really tell what's going on in your mind.
Yeah. Oh, and I have I think one of my better qualities is I have a deep curiosity about other people.
Okay.
Sometimes. Curiosity kills the cat.
Right.
So I meet really sort of interesting people at the poker table.
And
met a guy whose job was to clean up after get rid of dead bodies.
Oh, like crime scene cleanup.
Or just if I were to pass away here.
Oh, so he works for the morgue or something?
I guess. He was like,
if
the cops come, they're not the ones who come to take away the body.
Right. They have some guy in a suit. And did you learn anything about that whole situation? Did he have any tips?
I asked him, actually, I was like, do you like the job? And he said something sort of moving about like, I like to treat like really honor a body's last moments on Earth. Like I treat it with a lot of care.
So he's
and then I lost
a dream job
$70 and left. Yeah.
Was he a good poker player?
No, not particularly. I think I was a little, I've met some guys on parole. I'm meeting a lot of interesting dudes.
Wow. Yeah, I don't mind blackjack, but not playing for money.
How do you play blackjack for no money?
Just like my boyfriend and I will just play, just... this is very rare, but
okay.
There's just kind of a thrill of winning.
Yeah, no, I like
winning
that.
blackjack.
I like that.
Do you play blackjack at all?
Yeah, I like blackjack. I like craps. I'm a gambler. It's my worst quality and best quality.
What's your favorite casino?
Well, I love Vegas.
Okay.
But if we're talking about LA, well, this is when things are going to get real freaky. I like
casino
the food.
Seems dark to me.
I like the food at the Bicycle. I like the Kung Pao chicken at Hollywood Park. This is how much time I'm spending at these casinos. And at Commerce, I like the action.
Oh, interesting. That seems like the most important thing for...
One would think.
Are you eating Kung Pao chicken while playing poker?
Yeah.
So there's like a plate of it?
I'm eating it. I never eat any. You got a fork and knife. You can't eat anything with your hands, obviously, because you're touching the cards and the chips.
I didn't know you were allowed to eat during poker.
Yeah, that's actually one of my favorite parts.
Oh,
it's like getting the casino food and eating it. People don't think that I can be a degenerate gambler because I'm 5 feet tall. They think something about that. They think I can't see over the chips.
I feel like short people are more likely to be degenerate gamblers. I feel like tall people don't need to. They've got it all. Tall people don't need to get. Or us short people are like, well, maybe this will fix everything.
We're close to hell.
Yeah.
We're like close to the ground. Do you like Las Vegas?
No, absolutely not. I'm trying to be more careful about how I talk about any city because I feel
people will yell at you.
No, not so much that. I just feel like I grew up in a city that was the butt of every joke, you know, and I remember being like, well, there are good things about the city. I will say there are so many awful things about Las Vegas that maybe they're for other people. It's not my cup of tea. I will say you do see the bottom of humanity there. Sure. And I only ever spend like 2 or 3 days at a time. Anyone who's in Las Vegas for more than 3 days, their life is ruined. Yeah. I
Either
just went during
to a bachelorette
it or
party there.
Going there. And how long? Oh, you were there for 3 days.
2 days.
2 days.
And we went to a high-end strip club.
Oh.
Which I'd never been to.
How
and
was that?
Disturbing.
Of course.
I thought that there would be way more like joy and laughter.
Right.
I don't know what I was thinking it was going to be like maybe more burlesque type, like Jumbo's Clown Room. But I think because it was high end, the men were so grimly horny. And I was waiting for like some like, but
they felt like they were owed something.
They're grimly. But I did see a woman take off her thong to reveal a smaller thong. And then she took off that thong, and there was an even smaller thong. So that made it all worth it.
A thong on a thong.
A thong on a thong on a thong.
No, Vegas there's an apocalyptic prison city feel to it that just doesn't really work for me. Yeah. There's a great Thai restaurant I like there that like I wish it wasn't in that city because I would go there.
Do you ever think about how you would do in an apocalypse?
I would kill myself immediately.
Yeah, I don't like that question. And some people really take joy in being like, "Oh, I'll like grow cabbage, and
why?"
I'm a type 1 diabetic. I'm like, I need insulin. Like, just eat me first.
The absolute nightmare for you.
Oh, I mean, I'm not interested in. Also, it's like every boyfriend I've ever had is always like, I'll get you insulin. It's like, you can't.
No, you won't.
No. Like, what are you going to grind up the pancreas of a pig? Like, you're not.
What a confidence.
You're not going to be helpful to me. Like, eat me. I don't like to imagine an apocalypse. I know it's getting closer and closer, but I'm.
No, I just feel like at that point, why bother? I like to camp for one night max.
Yeah, I'm not a big camper.
So
I'd rather be in Vegas than on a campground.
Like on the downhill slide towards like the end of the world, I would probably enjoy myself with some looting, etc.
You think you're going to loot?
I would loot, absolutely. I would loot now.
Okay, see, and I think I would be like, I would be like, come, let's play a game. I'm dealing cards.
No, I would be throwing a cinder block through a Best Buy window, getting a new washing machine.
Yeah. That makes sense.
I feel like that level of freedom, that anarchy, would be fun for a minute.
1 minute.
And then it's like, okay, now it's all over. Throw me in a river.
I'm a bit of a, minus the gambling, a bit of a goody two-shoes.
Oh, interesting. Well, but see, that, as am I. I follow rules, but like to suddenly be like, well, who cares?
Yeah, you might turn out to be the most evil man in the apocalypse. Like after having followed all these rules.
Yeah, exactly. It's all pent up.
Yeah,
and then suddenly I'm the ruler of Earth.
Yeah.
I'm such an evil human.
Yeah, you've been demonic. And
no, I'd love to be in the grocery store just eating the food while I'm walking around.
Yeah, I mean, that was like my dream as a kid, to be like left alone at like pavilions. What a sad...
There is something satisfying about the idea of like drinking a drink before you get to the checkout and then just paying for the can. Yeah. Something like that.
You know, they got mad at my grandma, my boo-boo, may she rest in peace. She was like in her 80s, 90s for going through like the nuts and taking a few.
Oh, give me a break.
And like the grocery store guy came over and said, you can't do that. It's like, this woman's like 88. You're not going to let her eat a pistachio, a Jordan almond?
Let her sample a cashew.
Let her sample a cashew. It was so crazy.
Wow, that's really, I think.
And she wasn't putting her hand in. She was like taking it out with even if she was putting her hand in. Come on.
Out of the bulk bins?
Out of the bulk bins. Let her live.
I think that's, for anyone of any age, they should be able to do that.
One little
find out if it's fresh.
Almond.
It may have been there for a long time.
Everything at CVS, is under like lock and key now.
It's so shameful.
And you got to be like, excuse me, like, I need this deodorant.
I mean, if the item is under $7, it should not be behind glass.
Yeah.
Just let people steal it.
Turns out we're ready to loot right now, you and I.
No, the CVS, I feel like that must cost them more money than... They have to hire more employees or something to go let people into the glass.
One would think, And
they have to pay for all of the glass.
Yeah.
And it just makes it it was already such a miserable experience.
Let us in charge.
The pharmacies should be doing something to make them more appealing, let alone forget it. Well, do you have any other hobbies planned?
Do I have any other hobbies planned? I used to paint growing up.
You did?
Yeah. And I would like to take it up again.
Okay.
I went to one pottery class.
All right.
But the instructor did it all.
Oh.
So my bowl turned out so good. But I was to the left of the instructor and she kept coming and putting her hands on my bowl. No. But people get really into pottery.
Oh, yeah. Some people are very good at it. I'm not.
Do you have any hobbies?
No. I mean... I guess video games is kind of a hobby. Okay.
I'm the worst kind of gamer because I play games on my phone.
Oh,
I'm such a fucking loser.
That's kind of gambling.
Well, I mean, the games I'm playing are Bubble Spinner. I'm not spending money on them, but I'm on level 3057. It's so creepy.
And they're very slot machine coded.
They're just fun to play while TLC Poly Family is on in the background. I was telling you, I like those.
We were talking about TLC Poly Family.
If you haven't watched TLC Poly Family, I beg your listeners, and I beg you.
I haven't watched it yet. TLC. At some point, there's going to be a reckoning for their producers.
Oh, I think already they're having trouble sleeping at night. I think they're tossing and turning.
I think that they are...
I have insomnia. They need it worse than me.
A dark soul when you start pitching TLC reality shows. They're like carnival barkers.
Oh, I'm back on Married at First Sight, which was also kind of an interesting...
We OD'd on 90 Day Fiancé during the pandemic.
Oh, I was watching that during the pandemic, and something happens where it gets too dark.
Yeah, and you've just had so much of it. You're just like, oof, I don't know.
And then you're just like, people are coming over to America to be with the scariest, ugliest man you've ever seen. And they have so much to lose and so little to gain that it becomes too difficult to continue watching. But I like when the women take advantage of the men. I find that
of course.
Kind of funny.
I love when there's somebody coming from another country and it's just some oaf. Of course, you should be taken advantage of.
Yes. You
have the money. She knows what she's doing.
Yeah. I like when it's some dumb guy and a Russian woman is you have to give me all your money.
I feel like we're probably talking about the same one. Yeah. I feel like they lived in Park La Brea. Do you remember that couple?
Yes. And she
that
was
got
like,
us
I need
eventually.
boobs. I can't do a Russian accent, but
That was pretty good.
thank you.
I had boobs.
I need big boobs. I need more purse.
She absolutely juiced that guy.
Yes, and he was just kind of like, "Is this a normal relationship?" Like, you see him on Reddit, being like, "Is it normal for your wife to yell at you? I need boobs. I need purses."
I think he was eventually arrested for something else.
Oh, well, that makes it like fraud.
Yeah, I'm
Come
sure
on.
it was fraud.
They're all doing fraud. Some kind of vague fraud.
But I was rooting for that mean Russian the entire time.
Oh, come on. It's like, yeah.
He kind
Stomp
of,
on him. Squish him.
I wonder where she is now.
I feel like I'm somebody who might accidentally commit fraud. Like,
so?
I just did my taxes really late.
Oh,
and I'm
that's so
always sort of
scary.
estimating. And my taxes are really confusing because I have to file a thing for everywhere I've done stand-up.
Oh, that's really
So I'm like, I
frightening.
definitely have done some kind of fraud. But hopefully no one's looking.
This show has a big IRS listenership, so. No, that sort of thing when you're freelancing is so scary.
Oh, yeah.
My tax guy, I'm just like, please be on top of
I'd
this.
love to meet your tax guy, you know?
He's in Chatsworth.
He's like, she gambles too much. That's what Chatsworth.
Oh yeah, gambling. Do you have to report your?
I don't know if you're I don't do enough that I report it. Like,
Right.
you know, and I'm pretty kind of.
I wonder how much you have to win gambling in order to report it. I bet the casino tells you, right? They're probably kind of on the
Watch
hook.
me right now getting into trouble, like realizing that I'm supposed to be reporting and I haven't. Definitely if you win a big tournament, like Christine placed in a big tournament and she
Right.
won like 8K. I assume you have
Wow,
to.
that's a big.
Maybe it's like 10K. I don't know.
Christine's gonna eventually win the world.
Listen, we're going to bring you to the
championship or something.
casino and see.
And I will be an absolute killjoy. You will regret every second I'm there. I can guarantee it. I was in a
can't
casino a couple months ago, and it was a miserable experience for me.
Which casino?
The one in Palm Springs.
Oh, that's not Morongo. That's different.
No, that's
Agua Caliente.
Yes. My boyfriend was playing blackjack, and he enjoys gambling.
Yeah.
And he, since we had met, I think he had gambled once, like 10 years ago, and I
Yeah.
said never again. And then this
That
time,
you want to go with him, or never again that
either
he
of us
can.
that he could, because I was like, you have to stop throwing him away. And not that he was like, not that he had a problem.
No,
but
I
was
mean,
just like,
I
this is
think
a
my
waste of
boyfriend's
money.
just simply too afraid of me. I'm sure he wishes he could say, "I need you to stop."
But this time he convinced me. He gave me $20, and I went and used the
Yeah.
slot machines.
Yeah.
Realized very quickly I don't even know how to use a slot machine. And then lost all the money.
I told my boyfriend because he had lost money and he was like he was upset about it. Like, ugh, and I go, "You can't be around me if you're upset about losing money." Like that vibe is not.
Of course, so do not bring me.
Yeah, no, I'm like, I'm losing money, I'm smiling. Okay.
Yeah, because you're treating it as a game, not as a money-making venture.
Sure. Yeah.
Because I would go into it thinking, I have to make money now. This is my job for the next 2
Right.
hours.
And have I occasionally told people I was going to the library and then went to the casino instead? Yeah, and that's something, again, Dr. Barbara, if you're listening, we can circle back to that. I don't think you're supposed to be lying about where you are.
Wait, what's your favorite casino in Vegas?
Where I like to play poker is the Encore or the Win.
I've never heard of the Encore.
Yeah, that's nice.
Vaguely familiar with
and then
the
they bring
Win.
you the free drinks. I like that.
You see, that appeals to me. But
a free drink appeals.
But for me, it's a Diet Coke.
Right,
so
right,
it's like,
right.
just
But that's
spend
also,
the $2.
That's also fun, though. You know, that free Diet Coke. I'm like, keep them coming, sweetie.
How much do you have to gamble for them to start offering you free drinks?
If you just sit down at the table with any money, they offer you. But I notice they kind of take a long time to bring you a drink.
Oh, of course.
Because
That's
they
part
want
of
you
the
to
strategy.
lose more money. Yeah.
I mean, the psychology that they're using. I bet they have a whole team of psychologists working
and
for
the
each
amount
casino.
of verbal abuse that these women, like sexual harassment these women take from the
I
men at the
can't
table who are
imagine.
like, "Sweetie, come on, sweetie," whatever. I don't know why I made him from like New Jersey. That's me too. When I sit at the table, I'm like, "Sweetie,
Sweetie.
sweetie, can you hurry up that Bailey's on ice?" Like ordering the weirdest.
Oh, you are living my hell. I don't know how you do it.
Oh.
But yeah, hobbies. I was rock climbing for a minute. I need to get back into that.
Is that scary?
Not indoors. Not for me, at least. I think
Because you have a cord.
No, I was bouldering, so you don't have a cord.
Oh.
But you're only at max, like, 25 feet in the air. At one point, I was like, I had gotten to like a maybe mid to high level, and I decided to film it on my phone, and I filmed it like me
How
getting
did you
to the
do
top.
that? Like you put it on a.
Propped it up against my water bottle.
Okay.
I filmed the whole thing, and it was difficult. I got to the top and got down, and then I watched it on my phone. I was like, I can never show anyone this. This is so embarrassing.
What was embarrassing about it?
Because it's like I climbed like 15 feet into the air. It was
but
like
when you're doing it, you're like...
Yeah, while doing it, it's like, this is so difficult. This is so impressive. And then you watch it, you're like, this is maybe 2.5 times my height. If I were to fall to the ground, I might be sore the next day.
You know, I pole vaulted in high school.
Wow.
Yes, and I was so bad at it. I was not allowed to participate in any of the meets.
Who told you weren't allowed to participate?
They were just like, you're not even going to make it. I could only make it over the first thing, which is 5 feet.
Okay.
So I could essentially vault over myself. If I was like coming to attack myself and I had a stick and but I remember thinking when you're in the air flying over, you feel like you're
of course you're soaring.
And then someone had taken a video of me, and it looks so small compared to what other people are doing because they're vaulting over like 6 feet and 7 feet and 8 feet.
And how does that? I've never tried it. You stick the thing in the ground and then it kind of
and then
throws you.
But it really is like your form. So like the best girl on the team was like tiny and didn't have big upper body strength,
Right.
but she had the right form. But if you're like a strong guy, you can kind of just vault yourself. I could do neither. I was just like poking people in the butts with the sticks, like having fun.
What drew you to it then?
You didn't have to try out, and I needed to finish a PE credit.
I can't believe you didn't have to try out for that. That seems like one that's kind of dangerous.
No, track, they were like, at my high school, they were just kind of like, what do you want to do in track? Originally, I wanted to throw the discus.
Oh.
And they told me I was too weak. They were like, you got to weigh more than the discus, you know? I'm 5 feet. So then I was like, what else can I do where I don't have to run? And they were like, why don't you try pole vaulting?
Do you think you could pole vault now at any level?
You know, that's a friend just was like, do you still pole vault? And I was like, it's not only something you do like as a leisure activity.
Do you have to go buy, what is this thing called? Is it a stick? The pole. The
pole.
Why? It's right there in the name.
Yeah, like you get the pole. You need some pads. You need to find the
I feel like that would be a practical skill to have in some regard. If you're running away from someone trying to
escape. If we're in the apocalypse.
Yeah, exactly. Pole vaulting away from like a horde of people.
Yeah. Should we take that up as a hobby?
I wouldn't mind trying it.
Do you have any other hobbies besides rock climbing?
No, I play 3 chords on the guitar. I was thinking about buying a bass guitar. I think I could probably handle a bass.
Are they 3 chords that can get you far?
No, because I'm not good enough at even forming the chords. I was trying to learn to play this song, Sea of Heartbreak. Do you know that song by Don Gibson? Wonderful song.
I believe you.
And I think I kind of began getting there, then got frustrated and gave it up.
I have a really stupid question.
What?
How many chords are there?
Ooh, there's so many chords. There's one for each note.
Okay.
You know, each note has multiple chords around it, major, minor, all sorts of chords. So, Analise, do you have any idea how many chords there are?
Edit this out. I sound like
keep this in. We're learning
mentally
here.
ill woman.
Honestly, I think the limit does not exist because you have like you not only have major and minor, you also have like dominant and like sus chords.
You're telling me there's infinity chords.
I mean, I'd have to look up one of those like equations where you type in how many notes and then how many, because you can put like 7 notes in a chord if you really wanted to. So like you think about how many notes there are and then adding on top of like you combine those notes with other notes. I don't know. It just like it starts stacking on
it's a whole rainbow of sounds.
It's occurring to me now. I've never known what a chord is.
Have you never played any music?
I played piano growing up, but not well.
Right.
And
but anytime you put more than 2 notes,
no, I know. I guess I knew that those were chords, but
chords. Yeah, I can play 3. And that's kind of, technically, I should be able to play a lot of songs, but I'm just the finger strength isn't there.
We got to work out your fingers.
But I think with a bass, I think I could probably figure that out because you're playing 1 note at a time.
Do you need to be in a band to play the bass guitar, or can you just kind of do it alone?
You could play it alone. I think eventually you'd be like, I need some other things going on here.
That's like drummers. I'm like, a drummer's hard to like drum alone,
But a drum solo, when done well, is kind of fun.
Sure, but if you're like only ever drumming alone, that seems like quite lonely.
You're kind of there solitary. Guitar, I feel like you can play a large chunk of a song.
I got a lot of questions about the drums.
Like what?
How do they decide?
How many are in a kit?
No, well, how do they decide like how to play it and in what way? I don't know. To me, the drums seem really like you get to improvise.
Yeah, you can really, make up your own beat, I guess.
Yeah. I'm realizing now I dated a drummer for a while. Never really asked him a question about it. It's occurring to me.
You had no interest in his life
No,
at
I'm
all.
like, why? I better call him up and say, why didn't I ask you about how do you decide about the drumming?
I think eventually, if I gave it my all, I could play the drums. But it requires a lot of
Because you're a
early
musical
learning.
person.
I think I just listen to a lot of music, and I think I have a decent natural rhythm.
Okay.
But that could be wrong.
If
and I
you
don't
had
wanna
to
find
be
out.
on a desert island with one record that you were going to play over and over and over again.
Oh, that's such a difficult question to answer. Oh my God, I don't know.
I guess I'll let you think about it and text me.
I would like to. You have to have something that won't get old too quickly.
That you can listen to over and over and over again.
Do you know an album that I think is like between like a pop album and more experimental is David Bowie's Low.
Okay.
And I think there's enough there that it could probably sustain you for a while on a desert island.
Yeah.
What about you?
I have such terrible taste in music. I'm like,
That's fine.
I only listen to like Joni Mitchell and
That's
like
not terrible.
Ja Rule.
Great.
I guess like
Natural combination.
I don't know. I'm like, I guess maybe like a Lauryn Hill.
Oh,
record. I would like,
Miseducation of
yeah,
Lauryn Hill.
I
That's
like,
a good album.
90s and
Right.
early 2000s R&B
My
and
prob-
Joni and like folk music. I'm all over the place.
I think that you could end up with a great Joni Mitchell album would be good on a desert
Yeah,
island.
maybe I'd take like a Joni Mitchell.
Okay. Bad
best
taste.
of.
Give me a break.
Yeah, come on.
Best of, I don't think you can do.
I
Best
can't do
of?
that? I don't know. You tell me.
That's like saying you just want a compilation of chapters from different books.
Okay, best of books. That's what I should have brought you.
Okay, I think we should play a game. We're going to play a game called Gift or a Curse, but I need a number between 1 and 10 from you.
6.
Okay, I have to do some light calculating to get our game pieces. So right now you can promote, recommend, do whatever you want. I'll be right back.
Okay, my debut novel is out at every bookstore. It's called First Time, Long Time through Grand Central Publishing / Hachette. First Time, Long Time. It was at airports for a while. It was on the airport bookshelves, but it's no longer a new release. Now it's like a 5-month-old release, but you could still find it.
That's great. Everybody should get it.
Everybody should get Barnes and Noble. That's the bookstore I say. I don't know why I would say that.
Go support your Barnes and Noble.
Go to your local bookstore. I'd love to see it in bookstores, so send me a picture when you see it.
I think that's such a beautiful title.
Thank you. I'm a radio. It has a radio component, so first time listener. First time caller, long time listener. First time, long time.
Oh, wow.
And here we are, kind of on the radio.
Did it take you a long time to get to that title?
Yeah, I sent a bunch of titles to the editors and my agents as we were trying to sell it, and my agents first before we sold it. And this was the one we all liked the best.
Okay.
They also sent me, you know what's interesting is the cover. They sent me a lot of really ugly covers.
Yeah, it's got a great cover.
And we
Very
settled
stylish.
on something kind of, like fun and graphic.
Stands out. Because there's a lot of book cover design that kind of just blurs together this way.
Yeah. I like a graphic cover, and you just hope that someone will walk by and pick it up.
All right. What's your favorite book?
Oh, God. The book that made me want to be a writer when I was in college, Middlemarch by George Eliot.
I've never read it.
Really, it's long and it's sort of a study in what it means to be alive. My favorite book of the month, I would say, is Beautyland.
Okay.
My favorite book of this month. That's been it.
All right, this is how we play Gift or a Curse. I'm going to name 3 things. You're going to tell me if they're a gift or a curse and why. Then I'll tell you if you're right or wrong because there are correct answers.
Okay.
And there's a good chance you'll lose the game if you're not careful. All right, this first one is from Patreon listener Caitlin. Gift or a curse, posting a photo of all of your Christmas gifts.
Curse.
Why?
Because we've seen on so many reality TV shows, if you show all the stuff you have, someone will break in and steal them.
Has this happened on a reality show before?
I don't know, like Dorit, you know.
Oh.
We also saw it recently on Selling Sunset. What? Someone broke into Mary's house and stole her stuff. So you're asking for it. If you're showing, like, look at all this stuff I have, why not someone break in and take it? And it might be you, because you're a looter.
I am a future looter.
You're a future looter, yeah.
Wrong.
Okay.
That's a gift. And you're kind of illustrating that by, you should let me know what you have in your house. Everyone should know what everyone has in each other's houses in case you need to take it or steal it.
Right.
I don't want to break into a house with no knowledge of what's in there.
Sure.
I'm not just going to break into any strangers. I'm going to find somebody that trusts me.
You break into my house, you see my dad's paint by number paintings.
Oh, it's basically
like,
the Louvre heist. No, I want to know what's in your house. I will. It'll be a friend or a family member. I'll break into their home. I've seen their Christmas haul on Instagram.
Okay.
I've got my Santa's bag or reverse Santa.
I've never seen anyone post what they've gotten.
I have to imagine I have. That feels like something that's
freaky. How do you feel about people posting like them and their whole family all in the matching pajamas?
That's actually a very layered thing because I feel like there was probably a point when it wasn't done ironically. Mm-hmm. And that was fun to look at because it was like, what's going on in this family?
Sure.
And now there's like every family trying to go viral.
Yeah.
Do you remember the pajama family that was like on YouTube?
I know, but it's so wild to be known as the pajama family.
It was like this YouTube family that is everything they ever produced was the worst, just worse and worse and worse. They were like rapping about, I think they did parody songs about being in pajamas and the holidays. It was excruciating to watch.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll break into their house. Okay,
Take their pajamas.
Yeah. You've gotten one wrong so far. Big deal. This next one is from Patreon listener Alex. Gift or a curse, lo-fi or any other all-instrumental versions of hit songs?
I'm going to say gift.
Why?
I like that kind of stuff to write to.
Oh.
Like, I like no lyrics and... now, do I write to it? Maybe I've done it once, but I like the idea of it, of like a lo-fi, no lyrics thing. Mm-hmm. Is that what lo-fi means? I'm realizing I'm not sure that I know the definition.
I don't want to correct listener Alex, but I feel like unless this is just kind of one of those words that's now just taken on new meaning, lo-fi, I would assume is just like the recording is not as high quality, you know.
Oh.
But I think what Alex is saying here is just purely instrumental.
Yes, that I like, but bad quality, no, I don't like that. That's a curse.
But you have to choose one or the other.
Okay, I'll still go with gift.
Okay, wrong.
Okay.
This is a curse. This, for me, I like to hear instrumental music, but I don't... This is going to drive me insane. Because often it's just me thinking, what song is this? What is the lyric? It's something that just is taking up brain power for me, and I think it's a waste of everyone's time.
Are you good at Name That Tune?
I'm pretty good at it.
That's a game I hate. And when someone wants to play Name That Tune, I want to take out a weapon. Like, I'm not going to be able to name a single tune. So I do hear that that's frustrating.
How do you play Name That Tune? Do they play the actual song, or do they play?
I played it at like a wedding shower recently where they only played a little bit of the instrumental and then everybody had to kind of write down what the song was. And I just eventually set down my pen. I was like, I'm not participating in this. I'm like, I can't get a single one. I don't seem to know what's going on.
I get so competitive at Name That Tune.
Okay.
And I haven't played it in a long time, but I think I would be pretty good at it. They did the whole, Jane Krakowski was hosting something like that.
Yes, they had a show.
But they would play it like on the piano, and I don't think I could do that well.
I'm going to bring you to a casino where they have named that tune. That casino doesn't exist.
That casino will ruin me. All of my money will be gone. Okay, so you've gotten 2 wrong so far. Everyone's rooting against you. This final one is from Patreon listener Casey. Gift or a curse, cake with black/dark icing?
Gift.
Why?
I like chocolate, and I think it'll make me think that it's going to be a chocolate cake. I also I enjoyed the time on the internet that was, is it cake?
Oh, sure. Like 35 seconds.
Yeah, and I think it would be cool to wonder, like, is this a block of coal or is it like a cake? So I'm going to go gift.
Oh, no. Amy, you've completely lost the game.
No.
Wrong. No. And this is purely, I need a cake just to be good. I don't need it to look good. I don't need it to look stylish or interesting.
Okay.
What is the black element doing? Just making it look dramatic? Who cares? And it's like, what are we putting? Is that ash? What is the...
Let me ask you a question I've actually really been wondering.
What?
What is red velvet? Like,
red
what
velvet
is
a waste of everyone's time. It's a lot of cocoa. I mean, it's cocoa, but then a ton of red dye.
But does it is it supposed to taste like chocolate cake?
Well,
or is it a different flavor?
See, that's a good question because I think it doesn't taste enough like chocolate. And it does something weird to your brain where you're like, I don't know what this is supposed to taste like. Is this supposed to taste like
it tastes
fruit?
like red?
Yeah. And then it has cream cheese frosting, which I think is more of the flavor.
Okay.
I'm glad we left that in 2012.
Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of red velvet for quite some time.
It took over for a period.
Oh,
and it was like,
people were chomping down on red velvet.
And it was no one's favorite cake.
No.
It's just a ton of red dye.
Yeah.
Feels like something RFK would have a real issue with.
I mean, if he could do one useful thing, it's to outlaw red velvet cake because you and I don't understand it. Do one thing that's nice for us.
Well, you got none correct, and that's fine.
And what will happen to me?
You're just going to live with that shame.
Okay.
Add it to the pile.
Guilty, ashamed, thoughtful, talented. That's the acronym I say to my therapist that I think about myself. Guilty, ashamed, thoughtful, talented. You can definitely take that GAT.
Analise now has their own gift or a curse, and we're going to speak to this. Analise will name a thing, and we each have to say it, and then they have their answer. Analise?
Gift or a curse when someone replaces your toilet paper but puts it the wrong side up.
Do you want to go or should I go?
You go.
I think that's a gift. I don't understand this. I truly don't understand that anyone has a preference about where the toilet paper which direction it should go.
Yeah.
I have never noticed, this is the wrong way. It just doesn't, it's a roll and it can go one or the other way. It's not that confusing.
Yeah.
So I think it's a gift. I think that anyone that has an issue with this, find something else to complain about.
Yeah, you think they're all sort of walking curses, everyone who has a problem.
Yes, I just think it's an invented issue.
Okay, well, you said gift.
I think it's a gift, and I think that people need to quit complaining
about it. It's a gift because they can find out why they're so uptight.
Yeah.
And that's a gift to take with them.
Right.
I'm going to have to go curse so I can say the opposite from my competitive spirit. And I think it's a curse because how have we not in 2025 found just a different way of toilet papering? Like a different sort of maybe dispenser, a different less... I don't know. There have been a lot of innovations in a lot of different industries, and toilet paper is one of those that has really, I think, stayed stagnant.
Well, it's a perfect product.
Oh, you think it hasn't evolved
toilet
because
paper
it's
is a
so perfect?
Product, yes.
And I think it needs to evolve. I'm not sure what. I don't have any suggestions, but I think some of the greatest minds in our world could maybe think about toilet paper. And I know in other countries they do the bidet.
Oh yeah, every other country basically on the planet.
So maybe I'm
that's kind of coming back
that.
into the United States, I think.
Coming back, you think it used to occur, and it's...
Or maybe not coming back, or finally arriving.
It's finally arriving, yeah.
I read an article about it recently, like why Americans have a problem with bidets.
And see, now that's kind of an issue with where journalism is. That someone's like, I got to write an article about
That's
bidets.
hard-hitting journalism. Annalise, what do you think?
It's a curse.
Okay.
I'm sorry. It's a curse.
Cut their mic.
No.
Cut their mic.
No, I'm in control now. Okay. So
cut your own mic.
So, first of all, there is a correct way. There is a correct way, but that's not that isn't the issue here. The issue here for me is that if you have the access to my toilet paper and you're replacing it, either you've had to walk out of the bathroom without pants on. Mm-hmm. And grab toilet paper from my cupboard or something, right? You're rifling through my things.
Sure.
Or now you've replaced the toilet. Maybe I had toilet paper in the bathroom ready to go, like backups, and you've replaced it the wrong way. Now I have more work to do. So
what is the correct way?
Top. It's on the top.
Who cares?
Do you agree with me that there could be innovation?
There should be innovation. I think that, I agree in the sense that, one, I think that, it's one of those untapped markets that clearly has more room to grow. And two, I agree with you just so that I can disagree with Bridger. So there you go.
We've got to get something for me to pull the plug in here. Put that on your list. Anyway, okay, we need to answer a listener question.
Oh,
People
please.
are writing in
I'd love to answer a
or
question.
sending voice notes to isaidnogifts@gmail.com. The voice note listener has to be 60 seconds or under and has to be in a quiet place. I believe you can do that. What are we going to do, Analise? Are we listening to a voice note?
Hello, Bridger and disrespectful guest. My name is Sarah. I'm hoping for some advice. My sibling and I both work in professional theater across the country from each other. And my sibling is about to embark on their first national tour as part of the crew, and the whole family is literally buzzing. I'm so excited for them. I work as a local and wardrobe crew at a theater where touring companies come through, so I know from meeting those folks that most of them don't want to schlep an unnecessary amount of stuff with them from city to city. My sibling show is going to be in my area around Christmas though, so I'm trying to come up with the perfect tour appropriate gift for them. Bridger, I know that Jim is a performer, so you might have some insight into what kinds of experiences or things that a person on tour might want or need. My best thought so far is just to take them to a nice dinner while they're in my area, but I'd love to know if you have any better ideas. And I thank you so much. Love the show. Bye.
Okay.
What an interesting family that everyone's
it's
touring.
in their genes. It's in the blood to tour. They're all running from something. Not a great family. They hate each other. They're all dodging cities.
And they got to be on stage or behind the stage helping with wardrobe and
a lot
crew
of control issues
Sure.
or attention.
Sure.
Interesting. And now they're having this confrontation during the holidays.
The real Macbeth situation. Is that the one where one...
Let's see, Macbeth is with the evil wife, right?
You think all plays are about evil wives? You think all women in theater are evil?
I think women in general are kind of
evil.
a problem.
Sure. Yeah.
No, but Lady Macbeth is very... she's pulling the strings. And she's little. But these two siblings are running into each other during the holidays. They probably don't want to. And now this sibling is saying, maybe I'll take this sibling out to Burger King. But might want some other ideas. What do you give someone who's traveling all the time, who might have to pick up in the middle of the night and go?
A boomerang, because it always comes back.
Some sort of weapon.
Yes.
I think, maybe the siblings out on the road, the open road, and they might have to defend themselves at some point. Some sort of knife, hunting knife.
Sure.
Switchblade they can hide in their back pocket.
Yeah.
Actually, now I'm thinking one of those multi-tools.
Like a Swiss Army knife.
Swiss Army knife.
That also, they always have like a nail clipper and a
The Swiss Army knife
opener.
is very gay, isn't it? I'm just getting to that. It's like a manicure kit.
Oh, and the Boy Scouts in my neighborhood, boy, did they love showing their manicure kids around.
Yeah, it's we're getting into something there with the Swiss Army knife. Interesting. You can file your nails. You can clip your nails.
You can open your Sprite. Yeah. Weapon would be nice. A canteen.
A canteen. Interesting. You're really picturing this person kind of in a Mad Max situation.
Or just like going, like you go on tour, when you have those, like a stick and then your pillowcase tied, and that's where you're...
Oh, a bindle.
A bindle.
Oh, a bindle's a great...
How is there not been... That's what that's called.
Somebody needs to disrupt the bindle industry.
Why have we not seen like purses on the designer runways as bindles?
That feels like something that's an untapped category.
I just keep thinking of this like they're touring, they're on the open road.
Right. They're like essentially on the back of a Harley.
Yeah.
And they're...
Or, you ever try to run away when you were a kid and you always got just like down to the end of the street?
Oh, yeah. I would get up the hill and then I would open and realize I had brought like one cupcake.
I would get to the top of the hill waiting for someone to come find me.
Oh, it's an attention-seeking behavior.
Painting. Yeah, so that a passive-aggressive attention. Instead of being like, you hurt my feelings, you didn't pay attention to me. Mm-hmm. It's like, I'll show them now.
I'll show you.
And I still do that in my day-to-day.
Several people think you're missing, right? There's a search party looking for you.
Yes, my students won't answer questions. I'm like, I'm leaving. They're like, good.
Well, yeah, I think a weapon and a bindle. That'll get this sibling on a new path, certainly.
Yeah.
And-
Because you heard the competitive spirit between them.
Right.
The sibling rivalry of like the two of us can't be
Oh.
touring theater company people.
So you're kind of suggesting a knife fight.
Perhaps.
Interesting. A Christmas knife fight.
Perhaps. Yeah. A succession type sort of. Who will be
I think that could bring them together ultimately.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's you got your question. I don't know what more you could ask for. Do not send any more voice notes to me. And tell your sibling they're welcome. We answered the question perfectly.
Of course.
I now have this gorgeous piece of art that you are just throwing away. Larry did such a great job.
I wish that he had signed it.
I have a Larry Silverberg sort of original.
And the next time I see you, I will be giving you a book to read.
Okay, I'll get a book, maybe
And
2.
maybe some poker chips.
Poker chips. Wow, you're enriching my life in a way that no one else has ever done.
And I want you to become a degenerate gambler.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Listener, the podcast is over. I think I've said everything I need to say to you for today, so get moving. I love you. Goodbye.